Hello, everyone. Just making sure we're recording. Excellent. And welcome back to the brothel of talking. We are going to talk with a bunch of girls. And Anna's not going to be happy with me. There are actually quite a few people here that need talking to. As you see or more, is Catherine disdainful? She's from the cabinet. Just leave. I'm gonna talk with that cabinet later because there's actually a funny quest involving it. So, let's start with the fair Juliet. This dark-haired... Dark-haired? Sure about that? This dark-haired young woman is staring listlessly off into space, sighing miserably and occasionally picking at the seams of her green velvet gown. It seems it's difficult to discern whether she's depressed or simply bored. Greetings. She gives you only the briefest of glances before staring off into the distance once more. Greetings, yes. I am named Juliet. How may I... Oh, never thou mind. Leave me be, please. What's wrong? Oh, nothing at all. Only that I spend my days gazing into the face of mediocrity, seeing if anything can erase its dreadful, tedious passage. Is your life so tedious? Alas, it is. Sighs, closing her eyes and massaging her temples. Dreadfully boring. I'm certain I could add some excitement to your life. She frowns at you and rolls her eyes. Doubtful at best. I'm already with a man, sir, and I do love him dearly. 'Tis just that I wish something more of our liaison. Is there a problem with the relationship? Yes, there is a problem. In that there are no problems to speak of. Our families took the news of our courtship splendidly. His siblings love my siblings, and our friends think our union is blessed by the powers themselves. All fine and good, but things are going so smoothly. It is not right to have such a trouble-free courtship. I don't know about that. Dost thou not? Hast thou ever had such a courtship? 'Twould seem that thy life is filled with a variety of problems, just by the pallor of thy skin. I can't remember any courtships I've had. Remnants of the ones I have encountered suggest that I may have had some problems. 'Tis just that all my friends have such interesting relationships, ones fraught with turmoil, feuding families and daggers at one another's backs, poison, mad siblings, and irate fathers with large swords. I have a lover whose family loves me, and whom the world loves. A great source of annoyance. Oh, I wish I could formulate some ways to spice things up. Or floats over to you a stream. I feel sorry for her lover. He doesn't know how bad he has it. Shit like this is nothing but trouble. That doesn't sound wise, Juliet. Relish what you have. What did you have in mind, Juliet? I want to get Grace to join my party, so I'm gonna have to help all of them. I'm not sure. Some element of danger or jealousy. Something intense. Why don't you make up some fake love letters from a hidden love affair? Excellent notion! Most excellent! But he knows my handwriting. Would thou write some for me? Not my sort of thing. I can find you some, though. Oh, wouldst thou? Excellent! Then thou dost find some. Please give them to my love, Montague. He may be found within the Civic Fest Hall. As for the letters, please try Scofflaw Pen. He runs a print shop in the lower ward. I thank thee. Of course.
Updated my journal.
So, hopefully you catch the comparison to quite a famous story. We have Juliet and Montague. This would be referring to the classic story of Romeo and Juliet. But that is not all that we are here for. We are here to speak with as many of these lovely ladies as we can. And believe me, I don't want to screw up any of these. So, I'm going to save at each one. We just finished talking to Juliet. Save. And now we're going to talk to Nenny Nine Eyes. Believe it or not, she doesn't actually have 9 eyes. Sorry about that. Just doing a little extra notifying of people. Greetings. Oh, whoops. This petite, attractive young woman is smiling blissfully and humming to herself. Her wide, pale blue eyes seem to constantly drink in the surroundings as she looks about. The smiling young woman curtsies gracefully and looks up at you, smiling. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny. How are you this fine day? She suddenly notices your scars and places a gloved hand over her mouth. Oh my, you're hurt. All over. Morte spins around you, mocking the girl's obviousness. Powers above, Chief. She's right. I never noticed before. You're covered in scars. Only slightly. I'll be all right. I love some of these answers so much. So very, very much. I'm going to close my window before I wake up the neighbors. Oh my god. Some of these I will take just because it's fun. This area is actually close to where I got my first alignment change too, so this is going to be interesting. It's quietly lowering her hand. I had some questions. Huh? She can't seem to tear her eyes from her scars. Oh, how shameful of me. Don't mind my rude staring. I am named Nenny. She takes a little curtsy, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the brothel for the slating of intellectual lusts. Turns to staring at your body. You have tattoos under those scars too. What's this one? She wants one too. That one's looks fascinating. Looks at the way the lines of ink. Look at the way the lines of ink. I think that's ink. Then reaches out to touch it. All right, go ahead. I think that's ink. She traces a finger around the edge of the tattoo. Is it ink? And what a pattern! Look at the way the lines intersect here. Touches the center tattoo. Simply amazing. In frowns of disappointment. I could make it out better if there weren't so many scars. There's nothing to be done about scars. They're permanent. Oh, I'm sorry. Puck's on me for even mentioning them. But I have to know, are you absolutely sure you're all right? I'm looking at you and I can't help but believe you're in some pain. I have amnesia, but that is all. Amnesia? Loss of... And she blinks, then brightens. Loss of memory! You are so lucky! Everything must be so new to you. So she's actually not meaning to offend, but you may remember that the... Oh, that's on you. That's on you, computer. You may remember that the sensates believe that the joy in life is to experience as much as you can. So, to some of them, experiencing amnesia is, in and of itself, an experience that allows you to re-experience life. And, oh, what? Get that notification out of here. Dismiss. I'm sorry, a little notification just popped up in the corner, and oh my lord, get that out of here. Dismiss. Meh. Okay. Now. I'm so sorry about all these interruptions. There we go. Okay. There is truth in that, but the newness is unwelcome. I care little for it. That's an angle I hadn't considered. And he claps her hands delightfully. I'm so pleased I could open your mind to that idea. I've heard that's what being a sensate is all about. Bringing new experiences to others. I had some questions. Oh crap, I meant to ask about sensate. What are you doing here? I'm talking to you, silly! Just like I talk to all the patrons here. All the prostitutes do. That's what the brothel's all about. Learning new ways to talk and share experiences and understanding people. Could you really call them prostitutes? Because you're basically... It's a good question, because you are still paying these people for their services, but they're more like... informants? Psychologists? Therapists? I never thought on that, really. I had another question, Nenny. Please ask. Can you tell me about this place? Sure I can. The Brothel of Slating Intellectual Lust is a school By the mistress fall from grace. The prostitutes here, like me, are taught the ins and outs of talking to people. All help us learn more about ourselves and others. I love it here. It's a non-stop wave of experiences crashing into me, filling my head with new, fresh ideas. I guess it's good there's something in there. I have another question, Eddie. Do you know anything of Rattle Puzzlewell?
Updated my journal.
No, sorry. That's a great name, though, huh? I'll bet she's a really interesting person. Hey, you should ask Yves about her. Yves collects all kinds of stories. Good to know. Farewell, Nenny. Yeah, talking to some of these girls can actually screw up stuff down the road, so I am going to save each time. And I'm going to name the save after each one as well, just to keep my personal memory fresh. I am sorry for all the interruptions that we had earlier. I'll keep playing from now on, or I'll keep this going from now on. Echo! Echo! Echo. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. This striking young woman has skin with the color of burnished copper. Her translucent white dress, held precariously by golden clasps, is draped over her shapely form. Greetings. The woman nods and smiles briefly. The scent of her hair, sweet perfumed, fills your nostrils. I had some questions. She nods. Who are you? She smiles and curtsies, but offers no response. Can you speak? She shakes her head and smiles sadly at you.
Updated my journal.
I love this shit already. Can you write then? Or pantomime? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, brother. This is one problem I have with this game, and then why I was getting annoyed with the notifications earlier. If so many of them happen... oh boy. Here, I'm dropping a lot of frames. Oop. I think we've just hit a snag. Oh, this is really embarrassing. Oh, my whole laptop just went kerplooey. Well, I'm gonna have to keep this all in. Ugh. Gosh darn it. Alright. I'm just gonna have to reload the game. Oh, get this in. Get that in. Find it. Where's the file? This is really, really embarrassing. I am so sorry about this, folks. And okay. And let me just get us back to where we are. Loading that up. I hope you all are having a lovely day. This is quite embarrassing. Oh, alright, load, get that in, load the game, begin the dialogue, that option, and... Okay! Alright, we are back online! Can you write then, or pantomime? She pouts, shaking her head. May I ask why you can't communicate? She sighs softly and nods. Oh, right, I can ask, but she can't answer. Okay. So, just because of that little incident, let's keep in the habit, shall we? Is there anyone up here to talk to? No, there isn't. And I will not steal from these girls. They're already working so hard as it is. Being a student sucks. Often leaves you broke. Now. Here's a special one. Squinting at the figure behind the partition, you can barely make out a shapely female form in the darkness. She turns to you, but you can see nothing of her face. Greetings. The figure answers in a voice that is slow and deadly, like a steel dagger drawn across a stone. Yes? come to speak with Marissa, have you? Quite rude of you to enter a darkened room, storming behind my partition like so rude and foolhardy. You can hear a faint whispering sound, like a slight breeze or the hissing of serpents. Whispers, whoa, creepy chit. My apologies, lady. I wasn't sure if someone was here. I want to give a slight humph, but it would seem there is someone in the room. It would seem there is someone in the room, wouldn't it? Shall you be on your way, then? Not yet. I had some questions. Ask. What are you doing here? Sitting here with my thoughts, listening to you. You voice yours. The silence of both of them, literal, then figurative, is deafening. Why do you have such a terrible disposition? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Oh, I think not. You would find them most unflattering at this moment. What is it you want? Just some questions answered. Can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
My journal.
Yes, Echo. I knew another Echo once, though her name was written differently. I know nothing of this girl, though. Ask Delora of her. She made friends with an old lover of Echo's, I have heard. Another question. Do you know anything of Rattle Puzzlewell? No, do you? Hear an annoyed sigh from the darkness. Go ask Yves. She collects many tales and can probably tell you something of use. Actually, never mind. Farewell. So rude. But we have spoken with her. And this is probably going to seem really excessive, but any and all of these choices can make a mistake, or can be a mistake made. So, she closed the door. Oh, Kesai. Excuse you. This alarmingly voluptuous woman. Beg pardon? This alarmingly voluptuous woman has a thick mane of wavy, raven-colored hair. Since when are ravens red? Colored hair, bluish skin, shimmering crimson eyes, like rubies, which have fires lit behind them. Though she is not beautiful in the typical sense of the word, her features are exotic and not altogether unattractive. Greetings. The woman's voice is deep and sensuous. And my greetings to you, sir. Burning eyes roam over you. I'm Kesai Ceres, so tell me, what may I do for you? Anything! Do anything you want to me! Kesai laughs heartily, revealing canines long enough to be considered fangs. She shakes her head and smiles at Morte. Truly, though, please, what can I do for you? Well, what do you usually do for pay? I had some questions. Kesai blinks her crimson eyes at you, awaiting your question. What are you? What are you doing here? Can you tell me about this place? Can you tell me anything about the silent prostitute? Yes, that's Echo. She's very sweet, but so quiet. I understand she said something once which caused some great tragedy. Because of that, she'll never speak again. Kesai shrugs, smiling. An interesting enough story, but I don't know if it's true. You're asking Delora. So that's two people pointing me to this Delora. We'll get to her eventually. No ex-lover of Echo. Back a time when Echo was speaking. Do you know anything of Rattle Puzzlewell? No, nothing. You sure? Seems suddenly upset. She narrows her red eyes at you. Of course I'm sure. Don't ask me of her again. Question. I don't think I made a mistake. No, I didn't. I can actually come back to that. What are you doing here? Entertaining your questions, it seems. She winks at you. Really, though, I'm a student of Mistress Grace's. All the prostitutes at the brothel are. Student? Are the brothels actually? Yeah, we already know this. Let us know, experience the plans more fully. Tell me about the sensates. The Society of Sensation believes that the multiverse can only be understood by experiencing it. The more you experience, the closer you are to understanding the dark of the multiverse. Intriguing, huh? I think I was born to be one. I just want to know things. I want to know my coffee better. And frankly, that's something this girl and I have in common. That's all I wish to know now, farewell. We'll be talking with her again later. In fact, we'll be talking with all of these girls again later. But where? Oh, where is Delora? I'll help you with something. Ooh. I have no idea what was happening over there, but we'll get to that. This tall, elegant woman has sharp features and a regal demeanor. Bleh. I'm gonna try that sentence one more time. Y'all came for this, right? This tall, elegant woman with her sharp features and regal demeanor is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. I need English. Her clothes appear to be spun of silver thread, and a small phial dangles from her necklace. She is what you can is sense to be. Greetings, my name is Vivian. Am I to presume? No, just had questions. She nods imperiously. Go on, then. What is that incredible smell? I thank you for the compliment, but I assure you this particular aroma is a bland and paltry odor in comparison to my personal scent. Your personal scent? Yes, I have a particular scent that seems to have gone wandering. 'Tis somewhat difficult to keep in one place. I hope that someone did not take it by accident. Though you never know with the ladies around here. So by any chance, have you smelled it somewhere? Smell quite nice right now, you know. How can a scent go wandering? I'd meant to infer that it had been taken. The ladies here are a bit jealous at times, and have been known to take my various perfumes for themselves. This time, though, someone has absconded with my own personal scent. I worked on that scent, perfected it, and now, poof, it is gone. I need not bear such annoyances. I want that scent back, and I want it now. How would you know it if you found it? I know it by smell, I assure you. It is quite striking, especially to men. I can help you. Are you certain? I do not wish to impose. No imposition. I am pleased to help such a lovely woman. Oh, no imposition except a small word. You doubt, then perhaps.
Updated my journal.
Hannah mumbles something angrily. You catch words piking and each its stick. I love messing with Anna and Morte so much. Oh, they're so. Anna is adorable and Morte is fun. I love these two. Vivian smiles and nods to you. You're too kind. Very well, if you run across it, please let me know. I am somewhat anxious to get it back. A one-of-a-kind scent, really. Let's give out something else. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? You mean Echo? She's a dear. Quiet. Quiet. That may be part of the charm. There is all manner of speculation as to why she is silent, but I think it was her heart. Her heart was most horribly broken. Delora might know best, though there's another one pointing me to Delora. Ravel puzzle well. Isn't she some historical figure? I can't quite recall. Who is she? She's a Niheg from Sybil's past, I think. I hope she stays in the past, then. Nihegs are foul creatures, besmirching all all womanliness. That's a word. Everywhere in the plains. She suddenly pauses. You may wish to ask Yves. She knows about peculiar tales. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. So there's Delora, who is... Oh! Pitiful excuse of a man. So we just spoke to Vivian. That all just happened. If you don't know what just happened, feel free to rewind and check the text right there. Vivian. And now we're going to talk to Kamaxi. Oh, God! The wild-looking tiefling girl meets your gaze with an angry scowl. Her tattooed body is practically naked, covered by only a narrow leather thong, a black cloth brassiere, and armored shoulder pads that appear to serve more as decoration rather than actual protection. Her spiked hair, as well as her thin fur that covers her goat-like legs, is brassy white, and numerous silver rings dangle from her ears, nostrils, lip, and brow. She wears a leather collar and her throat with the inscription Kamaxi Addertongue. Greetings. And just what are you looking at, you banged-up sod? Oh God, another one. My friend thought you were attractive, but wow, was he ever horribly mistaken? She sneers at Morte, then looks below him where a body would normally be. Sharp tongue for a stemless debtor. Let them keep at it. Like I'd let mine anywhere near if I had one. What did you hear the word? What, did you hear the word brothel and think you can make some jink here, you flea-bitten gutter whore? I can't believe they let you in through the door with all those ticks hopping off your shaggy legs. Ticks? Hey! The only annoying insect in here, is you. Hey, you here to talk to me, or what? Or what? What else can I do with you? What did you have in mind, you sodden jawbox? Go ahead, give me any reason to say no to you. What do you usually do for your patrons? I'm a practitioner of abuse. What's that mean? I'll show you. Her hand lashes out to slap your face, but you manage to barely dodge the blow. Steve pouts visibly and scoffs. Oh well. Say, can you teach here to be more abusive? Now that's an unusual request. I don't know, it seems pretty foul-mouthed already. That's he seems pretty foul-mouthed. Camaxi bladder dung, you scruffy goat-grummed harlot. You wish you had legs like mine, pitiful wretch of a bonebox. I can run, dance. What do? Bob around wishing you had a pair, goats or otherwise. Two of them lay into each other, exchanging barbed, blistering insults and clashing with razor-edged tongues. Wait for it to end. At last, the two of them stop their bickering. An eerie silence settles over them, eye to eye one another. Finally, the tiefling makes a grudging admission to Morte. You're not bad. Really, not bad at all. Better than you, perhaps? Morte waggles his eyebrows. Eh? See, don't push it, skull.
New taunts, alright.
I won't, tiefling. I'll admit I might have learned a thing or two. Good thinking, Chief. Sure, Morte. So was that all you wanted? I'm not spending any more time near you than I actually have to. Actually, I had some questions. And what makes you think I care? Why don't you lick my backside? My tongue's not wide enough and I don't like the hair in my mouth. Well, you seem to have a taste of awful in your mouth, you dung-breath cretin. Only because it's like kissing you, you mangy stinkpot. Kiss me? She makes a rushing sound. I'd rather kiss a bloody mass of phlegm than lay my lips on you. No, thanks. Don't thank me. Thank the powers someone actually wants to kiss you. He looks at a loss for something to say. For instance, a smile threatens to crack the grimacing mask off her face, and she becomes more of a basilisk than ever. All right, what do you want of me? Questions answered. Surround annoyed. Fine, whatever. Ask. Do you know where it might be? Try a hive gutter, or perhaps it's just a similar aroma. Be serious though. Marissa stole it. Marissa? You sure? No, but I'm hoping you'll go stomping around her room and upset her enough to do something awful to you. I have another question. Can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Oh, that echo chit. Yeah, ask Frigid Delora about her. Another question. About Rattle as well. What would I know about her? I look like a scholar or something to you? Who was someone more learned like Yves? She'll probably have at least one story about her in that pile of tales she carries around in her bone box. I wouldn't squat on a halberd while you're at it. Well then. That was entertaining. I genuinely found that entertaining. Goat legs. Save. Ooh, and it looks like something's readying to change here too. Excellent. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I've spoken with Vivian. Now we do have one more room to check, and it appears to Yves the Tail Chaser. Now, and we saw Dolores, so we can talk with her as well. This fetching young woman has a faraway look in her soft sea-green eyes. Greetings. Greetings, I am Yves the Tail Chaser. What a coincidence! I too love chasing tails. Have you come to trade tales? I'd like to trade tales. I'd very much like that so. The story of her mortuary. Frequent's curse. Save a story to tell. I have lingering sighs. See, this is someone who believes in exchanging a story for a story, which is fair. Lean forward as you tell the tale of the alley giving birth. She seems to devour every word. As you finish, she smiles at you. I shall remember this tale, and now I have one for you. Before we begin, I must ask, do you know what a modron is? No. Modrons are a creature of total law, almost more machinery than living things. There are many different sorts of modron, but all have their place in a very rigid, carefully organized hierarchy. So dedicated are they to the system that they cannot communicate with or even consider the existence of modrons who are not their immediate superiors or inferiors. I understand now, and I shall tell you the tale of the Clock of Quadrone. Go on. So you get experience sharing tales with her. Once upon a time, there existed a modron. It was newly created, its logic fresh and untested, and it had come to Sigil following the commands of its modron superiors. Go on. It knew of nothing but commands and dictates of obedience, and passing along the orders of its superiors. For you see, modrons are only aware of the commands of their immediate superiors. They have no grasp of a higher authority until this one. I hope you all are taking notes, because this will be on the test. Go on. One day, it came upon a small shop, within which there was a small clock that could no longer tell time. It was cracked along the edges, and the wheels of hands broken. Modron immediately set itself to work, getting on parts to fix the broken clock. Go on. It made a new wooden housing for the clock parts, replaced the bent springs, carefully filed and oiled to the clockwork machinery, and carved new hands from the sparse metal available to it. The newly repaired clock's precise ticking reminded it of the great gears of Mechanus. Mechanus is the land of the Modrons, and it comforted it as much as anything may comfort a Modron. Go on. And what the Modron never came to understand was that it truly loved this clock, and that it had worked on, and for reasons it could not explain, it elected to remain in Sigil and be with the clock for the rest of its years. I have another tale to share with you. I had a question for you, Yves. Can you tell me one of the... Let's see, you already started again. Can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Echo? I once heard a tale of a girl who knew the word that, if spoken, would undo the multiverse. Perhaps this is Echo. Ask Delora, though. Okay, ask Delora. I didn't have a question. Vivian Sense, do you know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
Speak with Nenny. She's forever pacing about, observing everything intently. So now I have two different people to talk to about Vivian Scent. And if you haven't noticed, we are actually going to be spending quite a bit of time here. Oh god, we're already at 30 minutes. Once I'm done talking to Yves, I'm probably going to have to end this episode. I have another question. One more. Do you know anything about Rattle Puzzlewell? The tale of Rattle Puzzlewell, frightener of the children, begins and ends with a question. What can change the nature of a man? On second thought, I'm going to end the episode here and pick up the next one right away. No, go on. Many were the times she posed this riddle to those who approached her, those who sought to glean from her the strange magics that she alone seemed to possess. All attempted to answer her query, but to no avail. They found the price of their wrong answer to be some horrible fate, always more terrible than the last victims. To recount their various torments would be to speak of things nightmares are woven from. Go on. The tale strikes me in this way. Rattle herself knew not the answer to this question, but she lusted for such an answer. Only the why of the matter remained in question. Why did the nature of a man matter to one of the Grey Sisters, especially to one of such power as Rattle? Grey Sisters are referring to the night, or another name for the night hags. Go on. It is said that she put the question to the Lady of Pain, not directly, but shouted it to Sigil itself, daring for the lady to answer. When no reply was forthcoming, she wove terrible magics that threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains roll in like a wave. She received no answer other than banishment. To this day, no one knows the answer to Ravel's question. And now there is no one to petition, for Ravel herself is gone, lost to the plains. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. Wait, there's more. Though my tale ends with Ravel's demise, there's some that claim the hag still lives. There is a silent prostitute here who once talked of such things, but she speaks no longer. If she would speak to you, she might tell you more of Ravel. That is all I wish to know, Yves. Farewell. And now I'll be speaking to Delora in the next episode, but I'm just gonna save this one. Yves talks a little too much. Cool. Thank you guys very much for coming in, and I will see you in the next episode.